Welcome in, everybody, to episode 7 of Paper Cuts. This is another freestyle exhibition from wonderful community members. I am all dressed up because I have a nerdy Jeopardy to attend after this for the Tournament of Champions. And this is the portion of the segment where I'm not going to be interacting with chat too much. I'm going to be depending very heavily on my moderators to catch any questions that people have or any comments that I need to address. I love you all dearly, and I'm super excited. This is an incredible display of, oh my god, I just get so overwhelmed. I'm so excited. I'm gonna try not to cry. This is every single submission is beautiful and wonderful. So, without further ado, let's get into Paper Cuts, episode 7, Freestyle. Our first submission comes to us from Massamoon. This is exactly why I wanted him in now, but of course he's not here, so whatever. He'll see it on the VOD or he'll see it on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. All right, so we have 2 submissions by Massamoon because last Paper Cuts, his submission came in very late and I didn't see it, so I now have it. And he did a small prose piece about his role in a post-apocalyptic society. The cool, crisp air breezed across my face as I sat on the edge of the cliff, overlooking an expanse wide and open, with a dense forest teeming with life to the west. As the sun began to crest over the woodline, I leaned back to bask in the warmth of a moment. This was going to be a fantastic place for the rest of the group to come. Look for a sanctuary in a world abandoned. As I climbed to my feet and picked up my rifle and backpack, I grinned. The wilderness would always be my home, and the freedom, my adventure. I took off, eager to report back my findings and get off to my next journey. Oh my god. Was that not beautiful and amazing? And can you just not see what he's looking at? Over a cliff, a beautiful sky, and he's scouting. He's out scouting for a place for his group to live, his team, his squad, his people. Oh my god, that was so beautiful. And I really, really wanted to pair it with his second submission, which is actually for this week, because this was for last one. So let's go over and see his picture. This is a photograph that Massamoon took, and his description was, "This is what paradise is to me." And that is moonlight in a bare tree. And it's gorgeous. Oh my god. How beautiful is that? You guys, I don't tell you guys enough how wonderful and talented and beautiful each of you are. Thank God Mel is here. Hello, Mel. Hello, darling. And I'm really trying not to cry, guys. But yes, this is moonlight in a bare tree. And that is just so gorgeous. Oh my god, guys. So those were Massa's 2 submissions. I don't normally allow additional submissions, but because the first submission was for last Paper Cuts, I allowed this because he wanted me to cut the other one, and I was like, absolutely not. Everyone needs to hear this prose piece. It was beautiful and wonderful. Absolutely amazing. So our next submission comes from our one and only Eternal Totem. Can I get an at Eternal Totem? Totem, I need you to be here so we can experience this. Thank you guys. All right. And here we go.
Breathe. Breathe deep. My heart, it beats slow. Can you hear it? No, not my heart, but yours. The one I care for the most. Do you know how many times you fell asleep on this chest? Slowly going to sleep to the lullaby of this heart, wrapping you softly as you grew with the warm embrace you made me give you. Smelling flowers, planting them, playing in the forest, the world's beauty and inspiration, breathtaking. Yet, looking at you, your eyes, your smile, you are awe-inspiring. Staying late watching the fireflies coming out to dance, then chasing them, just the two of us, is to this day the one memory that is my favorite. Camping outside, counting the stars together. The crackling of the campfire, the warm heat covering us. You feel the warm blanket? Running my fingers through your hair while listening to your vivid imagination. Just like mine. The scent of burnt cedar coats the air, yet these nostrils pick up the oils and shampoos you used 3 days ago. Your head heavy, yet easy to move with very soft movement with each inhale and exhale of this chest. Daddy, those words clench to this heart like an iron maiden. Looking back, seeing the sun kiss the very top branches as it says goodbye. I know I can go to sleep without a care and drop my guard for once, just a bit. Wait,
Oh shit.
why am I back in my room? Was it just a dream? I gotta go to work.
Sorry guys, I went a little too early, but that was just so Totem, that was so amazing. Also we gotta give a shout out to Apollo for doing the editing for Totem. That was amazing. Totem, I'm really sorry that I interrupted your ending. Oh my god. You guys, that was beautiful and incredible, and holy shit. Oh my god. Totem, you are so fucking amazing. You are so fucking brilliant and creative. Oh my god. Apollo, you have amazing skills. Amazing, amazing skills. And it was perfect. Yeah, I was like, oh god. He said, wait, I gotta go back. Oh god, that was beautiful, Totem. I did not write any annotations for any of the submissions this time because I have nothing that I could absolutely add to this. I have nothing I could add. Cancel the rest. All right, no one else can get an exhibition today. No, I gotta tell you guys. I always want to save totems for the last because Like, he does so much work on them. So I'm not saying that you guys, everyone else didn't do as much work. I'm saying, holy crap. Holy crap. I don't. So our next submission, Totem, you're amazing. I loved it. I love every second of it. But our next submission comes to us from our one and only Joe the Bearded Nerd. And he did something quite extraordinary. And, yeah, you're gonna love it. So, because he did this, he's trying to tell me that I have to sing, but you guys know that I just got over being sick. I just got rid of that cough. So it'll be up to you guys by the end if you want me to sing the song or if you want me to recite one of my published works, which will be very quick. Anyway, let's go on to Joe the Bearded Nerd. Joe has prepared for us a little music video.
Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene. Please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is a breath of spring, your voice is like summer rain. I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, but there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what it means to me, Jolene. Jolene, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, please don't take him just because you can. You could have your choice of men, but I can never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you. Whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene. Please don't take him even though you can.
Oh my god, guys. Was that not fucking awesome? Joe, you and I, we need to do a band together. I will be your backup singer. Joe is so great. Oh my god, guys. I have tears. I have tears, guys. So beautiful. Obviously, that was Joe the Bearded Nerd's cover of Jolene by Dolly Parton, but oh my fucking god. Can we get a band together? Can we? Can we please? That was amazing. That was so good. Anyway. Wave a lighter in the air. Exactly. Joe, I've never heard that song before. I don't even know what Thank you for the host star. I don't even know what Dolly Parton sounds like singing that song. Forever and always, it will be you singing that song in my head. Really. And I actually listen to country music. So, yeah. Besides that, Joe, that was amazing. I have no idea where you said you missed half a beat in a chord. I have no idea where that would have been. It was amazing and wonderful, and it will always be Joe when I hear that song. I do know Dolly Parton, I've just never heard that song. Oh, okay. It was towards the beginning. I wouldn't have even known. I would never have known. I still probably cannot tell you. Joe Parton. Joey Parton. There we go. Ugh. You're banned? You're banning me? Oh, you banning yourself. I've just never heard it. I've seen memes about it. I've just never heard the song myself. Okay, so Joe, that was amazing. That was wonderful. I want to be in a band with you. But besides that, let's move on to our next submission. We're actually getting through these rather quickly, so I need to figure out what to fill all that time with before Nerdy Jeopardy. I need to figure that out. Pink hasn't seen Star... Oh my god! Pink hasn't seen Star... People leave. For real? For real. Okay. A video banned of LOTV. We definitely could and should, because we have so many talented people in LOTV. Need to go get ready and put my suit on. Do it. Do it. Joe's sitting there naked, guys. Joe's naked. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. But our next submission is by our very own Dragon. Dragon, are you here? Dragon wrote a beautiful prose poem, and I want to recite it as soon as she tells me she's here. Confirmed. Joe's naked. Dragon! Dragonolia. Am I saying that right? Dragonolia? I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. Dragon! Oof. A poem? Yep. Yay, she's here! Okay, so this is the submission by Dragonolia, and I really hope that I'm saying that right. Please wake me up when the shakes stop. I'm sorry I'm losing control. So many tears for wanting to be free. So much pain that I'm hurting. I keep getting stuck in the dark. Keeps happening when I'm lonely. Getting lost in the tumbled words. I'm so sorry. I'm needing help. Wanting to be stable, but not able. I'm so sorry for all the strain. Wish for myself to reappear. For all of my confidence to come again. When the lights go out, I feel safe. When they are on, I am misplaced. Please forgive me for apologizing. Afraid to go on and give in. Afraid I will break down again. Eyes closed, I want time to be someplace else. Please call me when it's over. It has been so long since I felt strong. It's been so long since I felt the smiles. Will you lift me up from my lowest? Tell me you will pull me up. Tell me I am worth it. Dragon, oh my god, that was beautiful. Dragon actually worked with me a little bit before she submitted, and you did excellent. You did perfectly what I was trying to express to you, and oh my gosh, it was beautiful and it was wonderful. Holy crap, guys. Can we can we tell Dragon how wonderful that was? It was so beautiful, and it's really relatable. Like, I don't know how many of you have an anxiety disorder like me, but like I'm constantly feeling that, and you can put those feelings into words. And the part of lights being off and feeling safe was my favorite. Yes, to me, when I read that part, it was like, when people aren't looking at me, I feel fine. But when everyone's just sitting there staring at me, I don't know who I am anymore. But yes, Dragon, you did amazing. That was so, so wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you for submitting. Oh my gosh. Can I get a shout out for Dragon, please? You guys need to check her out. She is amazing. All right, so we're going to move on to our very next submission. And our next submission, I actually have to say a little bit of an introduction, because our next submission comes to us from the person you probably have come to know as Anonymous. And finally, Anonymous has given me the permission to credit him for his submissions in the past. And oh my god, I kind of want to go back and read them all, but it would take it would take me a while to go back and get them. So without further ado, Anonymous is actually our very own Mel the Music Man. And Mel has submitted a beautiful painting that he did, as well as a song that he wrote. And there's a little bit of an introduction to Mel's submission. Hi, Mel. I love you so much. I love you so much. So there are a lot of people that helped Mel put this together. And oh god. Yeah, full speed, don't care. It's amazing. So Mel would like to credit special thanks to Scooge123. Can I get a shout out for Scooge? And Useless Kami. Useless Kami, I don't know who you are. I'm so sorry. But I need a shout out for Scooge, definitely. And probably Useless Kami. Do I have a VIP who could shout out Scooge for me? I don't know if Tracer is still here or not. But I definitely need a shout out for Scooge. But special thanks to them for their help in mixing the audio. I couldn't have done this without y'all. That's from Mel. Dedication to the person whose sage advice and fierce friendship has given me the courage to be myself. This is for you. And thank you, Star. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mel. This song, and I don't think that the painting is titled this, but the song is called The Next Stair. And it's actually the next stair as in staircase, and also stare as in I'm staring at you. So let's move over and give Mel's art what it deserves.
Testosterone treatments, basketball shorts, peach fuzz mustache, shirt logo sports. Determined resolve, ambivalent fear, heart that's faster as the bathroom appears. Old man in blue vest, gray beard, big bulky chest. Janitor card, squeaky wheel, swishing the mop, turns on his heel. This is the men's room. I know, I'll wait. Holding a candle, I walk up the stairs. I can't see the last step, but I know it's there. The end seems too far, too steep, too full of strangers' stares. The flame is dim, hindering sight. Though I can't see it ahead, there is light. I want someone to say, follow me, I have seen the way. Don't you worry, I'll keep you safe. Just take the next step and you'll be okay. Couple minutes crawl along with the sigh. The janitor lets another man walk right on by. Arched eyebrow, nostrils flared. I expected this, that's why I was scared.
Why can he go in, but I can't? This is the men's room. I am a man. I don't play those games. Just use the women's room. I can't let you in.
Holding a candle, I walk up the stairs. I can't see the last step, but I know it's there. The end seems too far, too steep, too full of strangers' stares. The flame is dim, hindering sight. Though I can't see it ahead, there is light. I want someone to say, follow me, I have seen the way. Don't you worry, I'll keep you safe. Just take the next step and you'll be okay. Stomach roiling, head throbbing, I freeze and walk away. Fingernails digging into my palms, I squeeze my fists in rage. Contemplating violence, writing speeches in my head. I hold my peak and keep trudging ahead. Holding a candle, I walk up the stairs. I can't see the last step, but I know it's there. The end is too far, too steep, too full of strangers' stares. The flame is dim, hindering sight. Though I can't see it ahead, there is light. I want someone to say, follow me, I have seen the way. Don't you worry, I'll keep you safe. Just take the next step and you'll be okay. Just take the next step and you'll be okay.
I love you so much, Mel. I'm not muted, Star. I can't. I can't. I have no words, obviously. You have a very beautiful painting here, a very beautiful image. I love it so much. The texture, the shading, it just feels perfect. I feel like I could touch it. Star, you've said cancel the rest a couple of times now. Oh god. Mel, I do believe has a link. I'm not sure to YouTube, but if you guys would like my YouTube, because this will be up probably by next week, depending on if Failed has time. please subscribe to the Parchment Nights. Mel, that was so beautiful. I know what happened that inspired this song, and the song matches exactly what you said to me, and I could see it and I could feel it even more than when we talked. I could see it through the song, and you should definitely put it on YouTube. Mel, thank you so much for that. And thank you so much for telling everybody who you are so they can give you the appropriate credit for all the submissions that you've made. Oh, that was beautiful and amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Mel. Okay, I'm sorry. I cried quite a lot for that. Our next submission came to us rather late, but I feel like I will always give this person, I will always give you the waiver, I suppose, because damn, you're so talented. And I trust that you won't have anything that I have to censor, so you're not, no, don't be sorry. I know, right? We need Failed to tell everybody that it was Mel instead of Anonymous. Mel, you're so talented and so amazing. I have loved every submission that you've ever given me. But without further ado, our next submission comes to us by Starbuck. Starbuck has decided to give us another wonderful chapter. And if you do not finish this novel and publish, I will scream. I will literally throw a fit. I'm not kidding. Not as dramatic. And yes, Shield Walrus, you can catch the VOD. I'm probably gonna delete all the terrible things up to this point, but you can also catch me on YouTube. Definitely Starpog. Definitely Starpog. But YouTube has all of my paper cuts and all of my between the pages. Alright, so without further ado, our submission by Starbuck. And by the way, again, if I mispronounce any names, please phonetically spell it out for me. Shows the epilogue. This is like chapter 3. Love it. Kiara. The night was dark, and at times the rain seemed to blow in sideways, threatening to drown her in the modest shelter they had found. She watched as two figures crept down the hillside from where they had observed the column move off towards the east. One was a tall man with a silver-streaked hair and a broadsword at his waist. The other was slender and bore a long curved bow slung over his cloaked shoulder. Kiara watched them approach as she deftly bound a poultice cloth around the head of the elf laying before her. They had arrived a day after the fool Jalen had led his lancers to their doom. Her eyes welled up at the pointlessness of it all. She began to work on the elf's leg, which was broken and needed to be splinted. She had seen these wounds before in her 19 years. The product of a mount rolling over its rider. They were downwind of the smoldering elvish fort of Nevas. Kara. Kieran. Okay, got it. Nevas. Hidden in a dell in the foundation of a former farmhouse. This poor fellow was the only survivor of Jalen's folly, and would likely walk with a limp and the rest of his days. Nevas. Got it. Nevas. Rain had come and the wind picked up, perhaps nature's effort to cover up the tragedy. If only this rain would end. The foundation offered some cover from the wind, but she was having a hard time keeping her bandages dry. She finished tying off the splint and put a piece of wood on the small hissing fire as the two figures entered the camp. She adjusted her armor as she stood up and brought them some tea from the sputtering fire. The man, her uncle, the Lord Luke Oakfort, took off his gloves and tucked them into his belt before graciously accepting his. He squatted and soaked in some heat from the meager flames. The other figures stepped closer to her and embraced her in thanks. She and the elf Ifildor. Please help me with that. Ifildor. Got it. Ifildor. Had gotten close with him, proclaiming his immortal love and undying adoration for her a year ago. That's hot. He was a poetic nightmare at times, but she loved him deeply. Due to the years of companionship with her uncle, he showed much less of his people's normal reserve. As a young man, her uncle had been questing in the east for a relic that he had never found. The blade of Asakai. I'm gonna go with okay. Fildor. No, I'm terrible. I'm sorry. I love you. Instead, he had found a slaughtered wood elf couple, back-fletching goblin arrows protruding from their corpses. He followed their trail and discovered them ready to disappear into a cave with a bundle of the elves' belongings. He set upon them in fury, and the last goblin dropped the bundle and ran. As he spun to give chase, he heard crying coming from the bundle and realized he had saved something more precious than gold and trinkets from the goblins. An elf babe. Her Afildor. It was a sign from Kieran. Yes, Kieran. They've headed east, making for the north ford of the Great Water. Luke sat back on his haunches and settled his sword into a more comfortable position. That fool, Jalen. Have you ever met an elf as prickly and pompous as that one? His voice raised in frustration. High elves in exile are a prickly bunch. Afildor agreed solemnly. He gave her hand a little squeeze. The tidings they bore must have been important to Storm, a force 300 strong. That, or the burning of Navas, drove him to it. Kara said, they are all supposed to have met at Navas to discuss the new news Jalen bore from the Oak Fort. It had been almost 2 seasons since he had been home to the town of Eleond and the Oak Fort. Bah, I suppose you're right, Kara, he said begrudgingly, as if he still wanted to complain about high elves, and Jalen in particular. He sighed. I noticed the west wing of the fort hasn't collapsed. Come, let us move this fellow in out of the rain. They got him on a makeshift litter and started towards the burned-out fort, leading their horses. Halfway around the edge of the trodden battlefield, Lord Luke motioned for them to stop. The rain, which had been pouring down in waves, abruptly eased off, and clouds parted way for the moonlight for a brief moment. A single silver moonbeam cut through the clouds and the rain and shone upon a broken lance blade sticking out of the mud. A tattered pennant attached to it twisted about in the wind, and time seemed to slow down for half a moment before the clouds reclaimed the moon and the rain kicked up with a vengeance. The pennant whipping about as if beckoning, come on, let's go. Luke shouted above the resurgent storm. Afildor grabbed an end of the litter and they made to move on. Thunder rolled over them and lightning crackled across the sky. Wait! She cried over the deafening sound of the storm. Lightning lit up the sky, again showed the lance. It seemed to be pointing towards the fort, straight at the ruins of the crumbling sanctum. Wind and rain whipped around her as she ran across the corpse, littered ground to the lance and pulled it from the trodden earth. 2 feet of broken ash shaft tipped in a similar length of elven steel shone bright in the darkness. She quickly wrapped the pennant around the shaft and hurried back to where her companions waited. Afildor watched her return with worry in his face. Quelath Niall, he cried. Careful, my love. Let us be on our way. He and Luke hefted the unconscious elf and took off at a slow trot. With a mental note to investigate the crumbling sanctum, she fell into a step behind them. Broken elven lance clutched in her hands, she pondered sadly about Jalen's folly and prayed to her god Kieran to ease the passage of the spirits of the fallen this night. Supposedly the gods were dead, but she prayed nonetheless. Her words swallowed up by the ferocity of the storm. She pulled her hood low and strode through the rain towards the hulk of the once proud fort of Nivas. Oh, gosh. Star, we need to go over how you would like these pronounced so I don't mess this up, because Star, you by far are the most talented novelist that is unpublished that I have ever come across. If you could make a pronunciation guide, I would adore it so much, and I will learn to say it. I will learn these languages. Quelath Niall, I'm assuming is how you say it. Quelath Niall, I'm gonna say. If you could phonetically say that, if I've messed it up, please let me know. Makeup? I have lipstick on, sweetheart. That is so sweet. I love that, Star. I love that you made a language. I don't know if you guys know this, but I love languages. Star, you blow me away. You all blow me away. Every single one of you. I am amazed. Not that I didn't expect to have talented members of this community. Can I get an LOTV in chat again? Please, please, please. Oh my god. Oh my god. It just... You guys are so talented. You guys are so wonderful and incredible. And I love paper cuts. I love showcasing each and every one of you in your mediums. Mass, welcome to the party. You missed it. And Star, that's so amazing and so wonderful. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have no suggestions. I have, other than please give me a guide of how to pronounce things, because I don't want to butcher it. I want it to be exactly the way you want it said. Like, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but one of my exes, he told me when he first read Harry Potter that he would pronounce in his head Hermione's name as Hermione, and I'm like, her name is Oakfort too? Okay. You don't have to be sorry for having weird names. Sweetheart, I came up with Olivanessa when I was 13 years old. Olivanessa. No one could pronounce it right. Because you're putting the stress on the wrong syllables, on the wrong letters. It's fine. That's why Nessa is so much easier for everybody else. I love it. Star, I would love that. I would seriously adore it. But that was amazing. That was wonderful. That was so beautiful. I need a shout out for Star, please. That's how it's pronounced. Liv Vanessa, yes. Liv Nessa. Kira is how I originally wrote her name. You should give people parts to give different voice. Ah, that would be so cool. Thank you for the shout out for Star Mass. Appreciate it. I always said Ali Vanessa. Yeah, everyone says Ali Vanessa. And you're just putting the stress on the wrong syllables. That would be so fun. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't know if you guys know anything about LibriVox. If you don't know anything about LibriVox does audio books of classics, and sometimes they have collaborations of different people reading different parts, and I absolutely adore it, and it's free. It's absolutely free. Look up LibriVox. That's how you spell LibriVox. LIBRAVOX. It's so great. Oh my god. And that would be so cool. We could definitely collaborate reading parts. If you want to do like a screenwriting, find somebody that you want to do the editor. I vote Totem, or not editor, but narrator. Totem, Eternal Totem, ASMR Totem. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, so before we figure out what we want me to do, we have one last submission. Nessa, you were perfect. Oh, thank you, Dragon. I appreciate it. All right, so our last submission, and I don't think he's here right now, comes to us from, Mass is here on time for the one he wanted to see, but our last submission comes to us from Senor Daftbag. Can someone shout out Senor Daftbag? I would really appreciate it. He's an up-and-coming streamer. He is an artist, and he is amazing. I have him doing some work for me. He actually did my logo, and my logo is over there. That thing. No, it's not a penis. That is my logo. I have it in trace different colors. Thank you, Mass. Appreciate. Who did you miss? You missed Star, Joe. You missed Star. Go back and watch the VOD. But we're about to see Senor Daftbag's submission. You guys ready? So, that is not a penis. But no, those are my initials in a Tolkien fashion. I'm obsessed with Tolkien. As you can plainly see, obsessed with Tolkien. And those are my initials. They also happen to go perfectly with the fact that Masamune and I are streaming partners. I am obviously the A, he is the M, and it just worked out really great. So we share the logo. He can use it as he will. He doesn't, but he can. Tolkien movie was so great, even though the family hates it. The Wi-Fi keeps cutting out. I'm sorry, sweetie. I love you so much. Thank you, Mel, for your submission. Thank you for coming out as anonymous. Mwah! That was just for you. All right, let's get on it. Senor Daftbag. Now, have you guys seen the Resident Evil vampire lady? Well, this is Senor Daftbag's rendition of her, and it's also an animation, so shh, let's watch. Was that not adorable? Was that not adorable? It's choppy now? I'm sorry, sweetie. Let's watch it over. Let's watch it again. Oh my god. I absolutely loved it. Was that not adorable? I loved it. I loved it. One more shout out for Senor Daftbag. He is amazing. He is so talented. He has never let me down, and he's gone beyond my visions with the help of Massamoon. We're not gonna discount the fact that it's Nessa when that's true. It's very true. Very good. Absolutely amazing. I don't know if his commissions are open, but if you guys have any designs, any graphics that you would like, go ahead and hit him up, give him a little session, and see if he can help you with what you need. He is amazing, and I have some works that he's still doing for me, so I'm excited by that.